Good evening, everybody. Sean from Veganism Kills again. It's 8:40 p.m. Monday, June 7th. Man, I'm hot today. I'd like to introduce you to the Reeves Law Group. Serious injury, catastrophic injury, and wrongful death. It seems like the Reeves Law Group is taking under consideration suing people who recommend the vegan diet or force the vegan diet onto children. Should it be illegal for parents to force vegan diets on their children? One shocking case out of Australia this May, a 20-month-old girl was so malnourished she had no teeth and was suffering from rickets, a bone condition commonly caused by the lack of vitamin D or calcium. In criminal court, the father, 34, and mother, 32, were not publicly identified, pleaded guilty in court to failing to provide for their daughter. So feeding a child a vegan diet is failure to provide child the necessary items to feed them. This is in Australia. So that's already proven in Australia. The case was discovered by Australian authorities because the vegans, this is anecdotal. Never mind the fact that the evidence put these people in jail. You don't put people in jail for anecdotal evidence. The case was discovered by Australian authorities in March 2018 after the girl had a seizure and was taken to the hospital. That's not anecdotal. That was actual fact that was used in the case to prosecute the parents. You dumbass vegans. Hospital staff presumably informed law enforcement of their concerns. Police later learned the child was not vaccinated, had no birth certificate, and had no medical checkups. Before the vegans go to an app, well, the child never had a medical checkup. That's because, you don't need to go to the doctor anymore. You're vegan. Eat a bale of kale, and you're okay. Your cancer's gone. The mother told doctors she would feed the baby things like oats with rice, milk, banana, toast with peanut butter and jam, tofu, potatoes, or rice throughout the day. However, the father denied being vegan or anti-vax. The girl was removed from her parents' custody and is in the care of a foster mother. Vegetarian, strictly no meat. Okay, some of them eat chicken and fish, but vegan and strictly nothing from an animal. Now, I want you to watch what this law firm says. In Belgium in 2017, a judge sentenced two parents to a suspended 6 months jail sentence over the death of their 7-month-old baby boy. What is it with vegans killing 7-month-old boys? That's the age of the baby boy that was killed in my neighborhood by veganism. The judge found that they caused the death unintentionally because what vegans know, they really don't know. There was testimony that the mother did not produce breast milk and the baby had refused infant formula. The couple owned a health food store and fed the child vegetable milk made of oat, buckwheat, rice, and quinoa, according to the BBC. The parents said they had resorted to it because they believed the baby was lactose or gluten intolerant. He died weighing 9 pounds, which is at least 7 pounds underweight, according to the CDC, vegans, and had organs that shrunk to half their normal size. Good job, vegans. Good job. Excellent parenting skills. Pediatricians have explained that as children grow, the body manufactures brain cells, which requires, this is a law firm, this is a fact. If you think they're lying, go ahead and sue them, see what happens to you. Pediatricians have explained that as children grow, the body manufactures brain cells, which requires protein and essential fatty acids. Because the body does not produce them, it should be introduced via animal proteins. Children who do not consume these proteins may experience stunted growth, psychomotor delays, malnutrition, and anemia. So you vegans want to argue with the law firm? Go ahead. Watch how fast they put you in the fucking poorhouse. There are many websites that champion a vegan diet for parents and children, and believe it or not, notice the doubt that's in there. The American Academy of Pediatrics does not oppose vegan diets. Its website states, although there have been some case reports of children failing to thrive. Well, if there's been some case reports of children failing to thrive, that means the diet's no good. You don't have to be a fucking rocket scientist to figure that out. Or developing coat-woman deficiency on vegan diets, these are rare exceptions. So, who cares? Just risk it. As long as you prove a point that you're a vegan. Multiple experts have concluded independently that vegan diets can be followed safely by infants and children without compromise of nutrition or growth, with some notable health benefits. Safe practices include medical checkups and taking certain supplements. So your child, who doesn't even have teeth, has to start taking supplements. Fucking idiots. Currently, there are no laws that make it illegal to put children on a vegan diet, but it's possible to prosecute parents for child neglect based on malnutrition. In Belgium, for example, a vegan diet isn't technically prohibited for children, but an opinion issued by the Royal Academy of Medicine of Belgium that veganism for kids is unethical will make it easier to prosecute parents who impose a strict diet whose children have health problems. What do you think? Is it child neglect or abuse for parents to force certain health diets on their children? Is veganism an extreme diet? What about parents who allow the children to eat anything to the point of obesity? Should they also be prosecuted? So what they're saying, in all circumstances, this law group wants to start prosecuting vegans for basically starving their children or abusing their children. So now, people, when you see these people doing this shit to their children, the child needs a lawyer. Also, I would consider calling this law firm if you people got sick from veganism, that they misstated information, and I'll vouch for you. I can produce the actual videos of Dr. Greger telling Ed to spread false information, and that's made people sick. I can vouch for that. I'll be a witness. Here goes. They're in Los Angeles downtown, and they're in Santa Ana, California. So the law firm you guys are looking for is right here. Contact them. You were given bad advice from one of these vegan gurus, and you found out through nutritionists, doctors, studies that the information they gave was false, and you got sick. And they have no credentials to be preaching anything about nutrition. And this goes for the people who made your kids sick because you believed them. Call this law firm. Tell them you were misadvised by a vegan quack. Give them the name of the quack. And then have these lawyers. They'll probably not charge you anything. They'll just take a part of whatever you win. And have these lawyers go after them. Finally, there's a law group that's actually asking these questions and willing to do something about it. Right here. So they consider veganism to be prosecutable as serious injury, catastrophic injury, and wrongful death. So you guys, most of you vegans out there that got sick by going on the recommended diet from these vegan quacks, you fall under serious injury and catastrophic injury. And some even wrongful death. Because I know people that told me that their cousin died because of a vegan diet. She didn't want to listen. She died in the hospice. She just, vaporized. But you can see it right here. And they're telling you what the pediatricians tell you. But again, on the board of these American Academy of Pediatrics, there must be a couple of vegans. adult vegans who thinks, they'll throw a hissy fit. And there you go. So here you go, people. 1-800-644-8000, California. Call these people. Start calling in. They might say no, but start calling in by the numbers and tell them, yeah, you want to hold Dr. Greger responsible. You want to hold Earthling Ed responsible. You got sick following their vegan quack advice. They don't have credentials. Who gives a fuck if they're in another country? Serve them papers in another country. There's thousands of people who got sick. In the hundreds of thousands. Multiple children dying. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to call them and talk as a resource for people that this has happened to, and I'm going to ask them what actually can they do. And I'll probably ask them if I can put that on my next YouTube. But these guys wouldn't put this up here unless they think that something should be done about it. And what they're saying, should they also be prosecuted? They want to bring fucking people in. They want to bring people in. And again, they're right too. What about parents who allow their children to eat anything to the point of obesity? Yeah, they should be held responsible too. Okay? And then the extreme diet people should be held responsible too. These people are looking to bring them, to hold them accountable. These people are looking to be that first case against these vegan quacks. So on that note, I'm out of here. I'll post this in. And if you vegans are upset about this, go tell them about it. And then cross your fingers if they don't fucking look at your YouTube channel and turn around and sue you. And on that note, I'm out of here.